And welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to Roll with the Troll. Look, we are talking about something ridiculous here today. It's another Cobra Kai video about Cobra Kai Season 5, but we're talking about when we meet Miguel's dad, is there a chance that this gentleman could actually be a serial killer?
What?
Well, we don't know, because we're going to pontificate a little bit, because we don't really know a lot.
Serial killer?
Why not? We don't know much about Miguel's dad.
Where's that coming from, though?
Carmen, remember she said it.
She didn't say he's a serial killer.
I'm pretty sure.
No. That's not what she said.
She said he's a bad man.
Yes. Well, that's a giant leap.
Well,
he's a bad man, too. He's a serial killer.
Hang on. For all the serial killers out there,
yeah,
are any of them good men?
Oh my God.
So that's the way I'm gonna use like the left's logic. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna twist words and spin them and fuck with statistics until I can make it work.
Okay. Voice of reason has her work cut out for her today.
No, there's ample evidence that Miguel's dad actually is a serial killer.
I'm dying to hear the answer.
Okay. Here's why. Look around in Mexico. You don't see Count Chocula. You don't see Boo Berry. There is no Lucky Charms, no cornflakes. There's no cereal in the area.
He's not stealing the cereal.
He's murdering the cereal, the characters.
That's a different cereal.
From the cereals?
That's different.
No? You don't think so? I mean, this is I'm telling you, serial killing is a common problem.
No, this is why the words are spelled differently.
Yeah.
Different cereal. Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, think about this then. Could you see Carmen as one of those women who like falls in love remotely, like through the TV with the serial killers? You know how this happens a lot in real life?
Yeah, well, yeah, it does. I don't understand it, but apparently it does happen.
No one does, but those bitches always end up on like Ricky Lake or one of those kind of talk shows.
Yeah.
And they're always like, I don't know what it is about him. I just fell in love from afar. And
it's nuts.
I saw him getting arrested. Wouldn't it be amazing if this whole thing wraps up where he actually is a serial killer and now Carmen wants to be back with him and she's like, I don't know, Miggy. There's something about him I love.
No. Carmen's got more self-esteem than that.
I think she does too. She doesn't seem like she would fall for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She goes for the bad boy type.
Yeah.
But serial killing is a little bit more than a bad boy.
More than being bad. Yeah.
Johnny gets into a few street fights and drinks alcohol.
Johnny looks like an angel in comparison.
I don't know. Just imagine if the show changed its tone that significantly, where we go from like a goofy kind of slapstick comedic drama show in Cobra Kai, and then all of a sudden they're chasing down a serial killer. We got like that dark music from Law and Order, like they're tracking him down. You imagine Robbie is telling Miguel at some point, he's like, I had a bad dad too. And it's like, Miguel's like, your dad just wasn't around. He had some emotional problems. My dad's beheading people left and right. He's taken out every major cereal that there is. Kids can't have breakfast anymore because of this shit.
I could see them bonding over their father woes. Not so much about cereal, though.
Maybe not. The show, they could do a crossover. They could cross over into like Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street, and now we could bring in some of these murderers. Can you imagine? The show would take the wildest turn. They did say, that the producers...
Much like this show does.
Well, very much. They did say, though, that Cobra Kai was going to get very different in Season 5. Do you think maybe that's what they meant?
I'm sure that's it.
Now there's gunplay and knives and all kinds of shit. What else could it possibly be? Well, I'll tell you the obvious assumption everyone's had, and I think this is very stereotypical, but people have been saying he's going to be like a drug cartel guy, right?
Yeah.
And talk about being fucking racist. To just assume that because all we know so far is that he's a very bad man, according to Carmen, right? That's all we know.
Right.
Maybe for all we know, all the guy did was like, maybe he came on Carmen's friend or something,
oh my God.
And she's, and here we are, everyone's assuming like he must be a drug cartel guy because he's in Mexico. Like, Mexico can commit other crimes too. Let's not pretend that all the crimes in Mexico are solely drug related. I mean, some guys there are just plain perverts.
Well,
you know what I mean? Or serial killers. So I don't think it's fair to just assume that this is definitely a drug-related criminal. He could very well, let's be fair to the criminals of Mexico.
Indeed, let's be fair.
He could be an absolute pervert. He could be one of those guys that always wants to like give sex changes to 4-year-olds.
Oh my Lord.
That's big these days, apparently. So there's a lot of other reasons why he could be a criminal or be a bad man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very wide range on the bad man scale, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about It could just be parking tickets.
Yeah,
What if that's what Carmen meant all along? She's like, he's a very bad man, Johnny. And
that's her
now,
scale.
at the end of season 5, when it's all said and done, Johnny's going to be like, so what was this guy guilty of anyway? She's like, parking tickets, Johnny.
Oh yeah. Well,
He had many
I'm
parking tickets unpaid.
I'm sure that it's something more than parking tickets, but probably less than being a serial killer.
So you feel that it's not serial killing, but it's more severe than parking tickets. It's at least a
I'm
misdemeanor or two.
right. I'm guessing it falls somewhere in there,
Okay, well,
which
it,
leaves a lot open.
what if he is a karate referee who takes bribes? Is that a possibility in your mind here?
Sure, that falls within that scale. Absolutely.
Hey, seriously, you know how another theory going around is that he's going to be Mike Barnes?
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, I think that's a dumb theory, right?
I don't know if it's dumb, but it's keeping the Cobra Kai world too small, and I don't think that that really works.
Ooh, you know what though? He's kind of maybe a serial killer by now. Think about it. He threatened murder,
Or at least a serial attacker.
if nothing else. Remember, he had those two girls at the bottom of the ravine, and he was
Jesus.
threatening he was threatening to let them drown in the. You remember?
Two girls meeting Jessica and
And Daniel,
Daniel.
right, and he was going to let them die. So that's legit. That sort of puts him by now in the serial killer
I
territory.
feel like Mike Barnes should be calling in about now saying, dude, I was not going to let them
I know
die.
we bring this
It
up a
was a
lot.
tactic.
You know what though? It would make sense because Mike Barnes is now middle-aged, white. I'm looking at the statistics behind being a serial killer.
All right.
Middle-aged man,
Mm-hmm.
white,
Mm-hmm.
history of aggression,
Mm-hmm.
right? Insensitivity, pathological. I mean, really, that seems to line up pretty well.
I mean, all of that criteria fits you as well.
What do you? Well, wait a
It,
minute now.
I
Hang
mean,
on.
check the boxes.
Stop. You can't.
Well, no, but listen, white,
Mike Barnes.
middle-aged,
Uh,
right? Is this
yeah.
see where we're going?
Okay, let's move on. Obviously, you're taking the show in a direction that it
Oh, is
doesn't need.
that what I'm
Yeah, this
doing?
is about Mike Barnes and Miguel's murderous father, and we don't need to bring the troll into this. Okay, it's roll with the troll, not troll the troll.
I like trolling the troll.
I have not serial killed anybody.
You let them have their breakfast.
You know what'd be fun is
Yeah.
you know how Daniel and Johnny like they teamed up in season 3 and they went after criminals.
Yeah.
That's really what we're getting here, but on a much bigger scale because we know for sure now that Miguel's dad is a murderer. So we have them teaming up again in this very buddy cop kind of way. You know
Like
what I mean?
Tango and Cash.
Well, no, not like Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash were narcotics detectives,
Well, you
and
know
this
that
is
neither one of them is a cop, right?
you're Amanda. Look. I could see them teaming up. You know what? You know what's going to happen? That team up that they had in season 3, where they ended up beating up all the guys in that chop shop.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's going to be that again, except probably way more guys, and with Robbie and Miguel in there too.
Yeah, but whoever they're going up against is most likely to have guns this time.
Oh, are you kidding me? Lots and
You know.
knives. Serial killers mainly are into knives.
I missed that.
Oh yeah. See any movie about serial killing, there's always a
Well,
knife involved. Everybody,
no,
even
we
Freddy
do not know
Krueger
that
has
he's a serial
knives
killer.
involved.
This is craziness.
And I think I made
I
my
doubt
point
that
earlier.
he's going to turn out to be a serial killer.
No, that's Miguel's heritage right there.
No, it
So
is not.
no, I'm more and more convinced the more I think about it. Miguel's dad's a serial killer.
Oh,
And the only way to stop a serial killer,
yeah.
the only way to stop a serial killer.
To quote Dimitri, call the police.
Well, the police can't help against a serial killer.
Oh,
You need karate. You
of
need
course.
2 middle-aged men doing karate. That's the only way to stop a true serial killer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Hey, how many flying tornado kicks will it take to
Uh-huh.
stop this madman once and for all?
Ooh. How many flying tornado kicks does it take?
Daniel will
to
be so
stop?
pissed. Even Daniel will be doing flying tornado kicks all day long. It'll be the greatest.
Yeah.
You know, I do wonder though, in all honesty, will this arc end with season 5 of Miguel's dad and who he is and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Is it we're gonna put a bow on that at the end where it gets a nice send off, or is this just the beginning?
Is it going to pull him into California and into the
Right.
Cobra Kai universe?
That's kind of what I think. I can
Yeah.
imagine season 5 ends up with like a cliffhanger where he's coming after them now because they can't
Mhm.
stay in Mexico for too much longer. So at some point they got to get back to school. So yeah, I would imagine. I guess that's the big question: is they've been building up to this for 4 seasons.
Mhm.
I don't imagine it's a 1 season story,
Yeah.
right? It
Right.
seems like this would go on till the end of the show. which again, I hope is a long, long time from now and no time soon, not season 6.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's an interesting thought too, is just what are we getting into with this whole storyline about Miguel's dad being a mass murderer? You know,
Or
so,
just some sort of a bad man.
well, again, very unlikely. It's
Oh,
just,
oh, you know what would be funny?
what's that?
Remember season 1, Robbie picks up that flyer of Johnny's karate dojo.
Oh, the
It,
flyers
he,
Johnny had all over town
yeah,
with
and he
his
picks
face
it up
on.
and he looks at it and he says, "It's my fucking dad." You could see Miguel going to Mexico. There's a wanted poster with his dad's face on
Yeah,
it, and now he says,
he gets the
"It's
exact
my
same.
fucking
Yeah,
dad."
Robbie's like, "Hey, what's that, man? What do you got?" And he's like, "It's my fucking dad."
That has
It's
to
it
happen.
says "wanted" across the top,
That must happen.
and it's his dad with like a head in each hand. You know what I
Oh
mean? He's
my
got people's
lord.
fucking heads, blood
Well,
all over him and shit. You can't tell if he's a butcher or what. Anyway, listen.
you take every idea to the most
As
extreme.
far as it can possibly go, I hope everybody listening will click the like button by now. Guys, please like and subscribe, right?
It
We need everyone
really
to like
helps.
and
Yes,
subscribe. It helps
please.
the algorithm. We don't even have 100 fucking subscribers yet.
We're
And we're
getting there.
busting our balls here trying to come up with creative content. So please like, subscribe, click the bell icon. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for supporting us.